Good morning guys, how are we doing? This morning is a bit different because obviously I've got you sideways and I'm in the kitchen, okay? Been a few things that went on this morning actually, just quietly, and I'm making breakfast and all of those things. And I got myself dressed, which is quite bonus at this time of the morning, but the sun is shining and it looks so nice out there, and I don't like eating in front of people, and we don't have a proper fence. We've got bars, big bars, as you guys have seen if you've been paying attention, down the side of a rat run. So, you know, I get a little bit nervous about eating outside, but it's one of my favourite things to do. I don't necessarily think I want to eat out there, but at some point today I'm going to go out there. The other thing is, the cat brought us in a present this morning. Now our cat, Angel, is a house cat. She doesn't go outside. She does not go outside. So the fact that, because she comes in the kitchen to have her breakfast and then she gets popped in here for an hour or so she can go to the bathroom and do all her things and have a bit of privacy and a bit of her time, you know, because that's the thing to do, you know. And she'd been in here 10 minutes. She'd obviously had a breakfast, and then all of a sudden there's this great kerfuffle in here, massive kerfuffle, and it sounded like she was having a fight with a cardboard box, honestly. Then all of a sudden she started screaming. She started screaming the song of her people. And she kept saying, her meow when she wants to get your attention, it sounds like hello. So she's like, hello. And we're like, and of course Tanny's had a couple of beers last night, so he's asleep on the couch. And that's fine. He'll get up when he's ready. So I'm just like sitting here going, what the hell is going on, man? Couldn't figure it out. She's never done that before. So I waited till she calmed down a bit, but she didn't calm down. And she didn't calm down. She kept going, she kept going. And I thought, well, I need to get a drink anyway. I'll come out. Well, down there, by the door, she'd put it just back a bit, enough so we could open the door up, and there she was, sat with this little dead mouse. Actually, it was an enormous mouse. It wasn't a rat, but it was an enormous mouse, and it was about that long. And for a mouse, for me, that's quite enormous. Now I'm just like sitting there looking at her going, oh, is that right? Now in the 8 years that I've had her, it'll be 8 years this year, she's never caught a mouse because we've never had them. I can't wait to move. That's all I can say. So I can't wait to move. If we've all of a sudden started getting mice in here, I just know. We've managed to get her flea free. We've had her flea free for 3 years now. This whole place has been defleed. She's been defleed. She's not had a flea for 3 years. And she's so happy for it. We're happy for it. You know, Tanny has really bad reactions to like flea bites, as some people do. You know, so the last thing you want to do is have them around the house. Now we're aware that when we move, chances are we're going to have to go through the whole process again, which is, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And we just deal with it and move on. And that's cool. But mice. Well, at least we know when we get to the other place. When we find the other place, we got a mouser. She's good, she's efficient. Oh boy, was that quick. Yeah, and she wasn't playing with it, it was dead. It was, you're not having it. She's like, this is my house. You're not coming in here. She's also been sniffing around a little hole that I found in the kickboard underneath one of the cupboards. And I think that's where he's come from. And if that's the case, that's come from the next door flat. and that's worrisome. Not just for us, but for them as well. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, anywho, that's been my morning. The moment I'm making myself pancakes. Because, okay, now obviously we all have our favourite types of food and stuff like that, and I've always had issues with slimy slimy textures. So things like porridge, things like yogurt, things like, that, okra. I'll cook it, just don't expect it to go in here, because it ain't, no. But when you find out you're autistic, it starts to make sense. So it starts to make sense that one of my favourite foods is pancakes, right? So things I don't like to eat, or the things that I like to eat, and I want to put in with something else so that I can try them or whatever, I can do that. Aha. So this morning I have mushroom and spring onion and sweet corn and peas in pancakes, and that's probably going to be all I have for the day, because they're quite huge. I don't need anything more than that, and as much as I'm quite huge, I don't actually eat as much as people think I do. Just come down here for a minute. There you go. Yummies. Yummy yummies. Okay, so there you go. So that's our start to my day.